Welcome to the Living Well Fitness Center, where you don't just live, but you live well. I'm here with a noted physician in our community, Dr. Arthur James, who faced a lot of our conditions in our community related to our health. And so we're definitely glad to have you here with us, Dr. James. Welcome to Living Well Fitness Center.
It is my pleasure to be here, Pastor Moore. What an awesome facility you guys have put together.
Thank you so very much. Dr. James, as we look at our community, what are some of the major health concerns that you see that face us in our community?
Well, overall, especially relative to the fitness center, one of the things that we always get concerned about is being overweight. As a matter of fact, if you look at national statistics, what they suggest to us right now is that obesity is overtaking smoking as the #1 preventable cause of death in the United States. And of course, it results from both taking in too much energy, i.e. eating too much, and not exercising enough. So this facility being here is going to help to change that significantly. But obesity also leads to some other things, like an increased risk of heart attack, an increased risk of stroke, an increased risk of hypertension. So that there are a lot of things that this facility being here is going to help us with.
As far as the reasons that we don't exercise in our community, do you have a feeling of some of the reasons we don't exercise as we should?
Well, it's real interesting. First off, especially now that physical education has been taken out of the schools to the extent that it once was, there's a lot of concern that we've got a whole generation of folks coming up who just haven't been taught the importance of exercising. But other excuses are things like we don't have the facilities around our house or in our neighborhood, or we don't know other like-minded individuals to exercise and work out with. It costs too much to join workout facilities around town. So we have lots of reasons, lots of excuses.
So then a facility in the neighborhood should be a plus. It should actually alleviate some of those excuses with a lower cost, if you will?
Oh, absolutely. Not only being in your neighborhood. You know, this is like, for folks who live nearby, like walking out of your living room in your backyard. This place is close by, and it's just so nice. And the other thing that we've talked about before is that it ought to increase one's esteem about living on the north side, that you have such a fine facility right here in our community.
Dr. James, we certainly appreciate you stopping by. You've been here, you visited the center, you've toured it. You got an idea of what we're trying to do, the vision behind our center. What would you say to individuals in our community concerning this center, knowing that it's not just a Mt.Zion facility, but we're actually doing it for the sake of our community? Could you help me just convince others, or what would you say about this fitness center?
Well, first off, as someone in the community who is not a member of Mt.Zion, after seeing this facility before I leave today, I will be a member of this facility. I think it's something that you all ought to be very proud of. And as we talked about earlier, you know, Mt.Zion has for many years been a cornerstone in our community for healing the spirit. Well, now they've taken a giant leap forward in terms of healing the body as well. And I take my hats off to you, Pastor Moore.
Once again, thank you so very much for coming and sharing with us. Amen. My concern for the overall health of our community was really the vision behind this Living Well Fitness Center. I am committed to eliminating many of the barriers that prevent individuals from access to a fitness center. That's why the rates here at the Living Well Fitness Center are so low. It's as low as a cell phone bill, lower than a cable bill. It's actually the lowest prices in town. We're eliminating all barriers. The center is located in the heart of our community, and the atmosphere is very pleasant, as you can see, for our neighborhood. It's where you can meet your friends and your neighbors and really can feel good about your health. The number of memberships will not determine the success of our fitness center. It will be determined about the number of people that actually exercise that are not currently exercising, it will be a success if health conditions are improved, even though the rates are very low as possible. In fact, the lowest in town. There are still members in our community who cannot afford it. And to that end, we're asking individuals that will sponsor other members to help our community work together to make this fitness center a success, to really go after those health conditions that are plaguing our community. I want to make one thing very clear. Even though this is a Mount Zion ministry, it started because of Mount Zion had the vision and the heart to affect our community. It's not just for Mount Zion. It's for our entire community. Matter of fact, it's a failure if our community is not involved in improving our health. The fitness center is open to anyone in the community, and sponsorships may be available for those who cannot afford the membership rates. Thank you so much for joining us.